Okay, it's another day. So can we just take a breather from all of this toxicity, from all the backlash and all the craziness of the world, and focus our energy on the most underrated film company in Nigeria? I'm talking about none other than the Critics Company. Now, first off, let me put this disclaimer out there that this video is not a promotional video. As a matter of fact, I do not really know one-on-one the Critics Company. And if you're wondering, guys, the Critics Company is a group of young, I don't want to say young kids, but these guys are really young. I think they're a makeup of 5 young boys and a little girl that's just 6. The oldest is 19, if not 20 now. Whatever I'm going to be saying on this video is coming from the genuineness of my heart. And another disclaimer I have to put out there is this video is not meant to wash down any other filming company in Nigeria. It's just to state the obvious fact, because hey, anybody that is Nigerian and has eyes will definitely understand and will be able to relate with whatever I will be saying on this video. So let's just get into the video proper. I think I've already given you guys a preamble of who the Critics Company is or are. Okay, now the Critics Company, just to re-emphasize on the age range of the makeup of that company, guys, they are just a group of young kids, young teenagers who have dreams and aspirations, and for lack of resources started off using the camcorder on their laptops to create magic in the name of films. And when one of their parents discovered that these kids are highly talented, very creative, extremely innovative, and would require a lot to help further their dreams and aspirations, one of their parents got them an Android phone. And it was with that Android phone that they were able to create their first blockbuster short film titled The Chase. Guys, I had to indulge myself for a bit with that particular one, and then another latest one that they created, I think a couple of months ago or just maybe recently, called Timothy. Oh my days. Please, after this video, go ahead to their YouTube channel and watch all of their films, because guys, you will be blown away. For the sake of emphasis, I'm just going to state a few facts again about the Critics Company. Number 1, the oldest of that group is 19 and the youngest is 6. Okay. What was I doing again at the age of 19? What was I doing in my life? The second fact is that every single thing that they have created in terms of filmmaking and the likes of it, they started off creating with the camera on their laptops, and then they advanced to using an Android phone. Oh my God, like guys, unbelievable. The third fact is that they are situated in the city of Kaduna in Nigeria. You see this particular fact, every other fact is wowing my head right now. My head is shaking, my head is going gaga, and I'm wondering, oh my God, what was I doing at that age of my life, you know? But then this particular fact, if you are Nigerian, you will totally relate with how I am feeling right now, because most of the blockbusters or so-called blockbuster movies that we have been seeing in Nollywood, that's the Nigerian movie industry here, it's either they are shot in Lagos, or they are shot outside Nigeria, or they are shot in Abuja, or they are shot in Port Harcourt. Little opportunity is actually given to areas in the north. I think it's one of those movies that I've actually seen that was called a Nigerian blockbuster movie, or one of those A-list movies, I think Up North, that was actually shot in the northern part of Nigeria. But talking about the creativity and the innovation of these kids, they were able to utilize the surrounding environments, the areas, the dense lands, you know, the deserts, the dryness of Kaduna to create magic. And guys, you will find one of those magics in their latest blockbuster short film Timothy. Now, before I go into the details of their filmmaking process and their films in terms of their techniques, their storytelling styles, their narrative techniques, their shots, their camera angles, the picture style, the soundtrack style that they use, guys, let's take a bit of a moment to focus on the Nigerian movie industry. Back in the day, growing up, I was one of those people that did not just say it, but actually did not really, grow up watching Nigerian movies. And the reason for that was because most of the time I just felt like everything was just too unrealistic. Of course, the stories were quite spot on, because most of those movies, they focused on love stories, rituals, real situations of life. But for me, I felt like there was never really that wow element that would make me want to stay rooted to the spot while watching a Nigerian film. Although I watched quite a number of some, like Shango, I watched Nneka the Pretty Serpent, I watched Living in Bondage, I watched quite a number of those ones, like all those old epic ones, and I really loved those ones because I saw some wonderful, fantastic film tricks. That's what we used to call it, film tricks. They show like they cut off someone's head, but they never really did cut off the person's head. So back in those days, I was quite fascinated at how they were able to create that wow factor in movies like that. You see a lot of blood piling up on the floor. You see someone being strangled to death, all this gore. Okay, guys, I'm not weird. A lot of you are looking at me right now like really likes bloody movies. For you guys, one of those things that growing up I discovered that got me really, really bored with a lot of Nigerian movies is the fact that they always focus on love stories. And guys, to be honest, there's a particular channel on DSTV at the moment that whenever you go to that channel to go and say, okay, let me just watch some Nigerian movies, oh my days, most of the storylines, most of the themes of the movie revolves around love. A girl loves a guy and she has two best friends who are constantly advising her on, oh, don't do this, don't do that, or a guy who loves to cheat, and for me, guys, I felt like there's always this negative undertone when it comes to relationships, love, marriage, because it's either they're telling you that, oh, people always cheat in marriages or people always cheat in relationships. So, so it got me really, really bored. For me, I really wanted to see something else, something fantastic, something exhilarating, something refreshing, and that was what part of the reasons why I never really grew up watching Nigerian movies. Until recently, when we started seeing some changes in certain movies, such as oh my god, this particular movie I saw on Netflix. Oh, by the way, guys, most Nigerian movies on Netflix are spot on. They are the best of the best, and I am really excited and proud to be Nigerian whenever I see some of those movies on Netflix. So some of these movies I'm talking about are Sylvia from Trino Motion Pictures. Sylvia will always for a long time stand to be my all-time favorite Nigerian movie. Home and Abroad. Just put it that way, Home and Abroad. I mean, to tomorrow, Sylvia still gives me the goosebumps whenever I watch it. And I am still amazed. I still haven't really gotten over my amazement as to how they were able to create such an amazing movie like that, Now, another one that I recently stumbled on is God Calling, but I freaking love that movie. So it's just recently that we've started seeing innovations in the Nigerian movie industry. However, not to take away the shine from the critics company, because this video is basically about them, not about every other filmmaking company, because they will have their own turn too. On my channel, I'm going to take one or two of their movies and review as well. Let us throw back our focus on the critics company. One thing I love about the critics company is that genius factor that they put in every single creation that they make. And guys, I am super happy with their style of creation. I love the fact that they are towing the line of short films, yes, because for me, I feel like currently they are not ready, to start creating very, very lengthy films, like the 1 hour, 2 hours films. Now, I feel like the moment they start doing that, it's going to start taking away that creativity factor that they have, that wow factor. I love the fact that they are currently focusing on creating just very, very short films, 1 minute, 4 minutes at the max, 5 minutes at the max. But then their most recent film, Timothy, that actually ran up to 12 minutes plus. Gosh, I completely love that movie. Every fiber, every blood, every brain cell, every nerve in my body completely connected with that film. I don't want to analyze that film on its own because This video is just talking about them generally. So I think I will probably do another separate review of Timothy, okay? But talking about their filming style, guys, it's quite amazing to realize that these guys, they make do with so little resources, so little equipment to create that blockbuster that we see on their YouTube channel. By the way, guys, please go ahead and check them out on YouTube and support them, guys, because these people are totally underrated. The thing that keeps on wowing me about their style, about their work, is the fact that they are not like so many other movie makers now, not just in Nigeria but around the world, who would come out to brag and boast about spending millions, billions, you know, to create movies. And then at the end of the day, when you watch those movies, you're quite disappointed. There's no wow factor. Even the few movies, you know, from producers like that or film companies like that that brag a lot about spending millions and billions, cutting an arm and a leg to create those kind of movies, it's just very few of them that you'll be very much impressed about. But look at the kind of work that the Critics Company put out. For Christ's sakes, these guys literally use their parents' backyard to create an entire movie scene, not just one, not just two, but multiple movie scenes. They use their children's playground to create amazing locations for their short films. Guys, they use the tree in their compound to create a hangar for the green materials they use to create their green screens. Guys, they use an empty farmhouse to create tanks for short films like The Chase that's on their channel right now. Guys, when you talk about functionality, efficiency, effectiveness, the Critics Company totally give all of that to us, the viewers, back to back. And guys, I have just one wish. These guys should blow. They should blow. They should win awards. They should win awards. They should stand out in film festivals. Because guys, this morning I took out time. I was scrolling through their channel. I was just watching, binge watching most of their creations, you know, even their talks with, you know, about themselves. Guys, I'm like, oh my God, these people need to be seen. They need to be heard. I think I'm overly excited. Calm down, Glory, calm down. Okay, don't mind me, guys, but when I'm very excited about something, I talk about it with all of my energy, and I feel like I'm actually panting right now. So I'm trying to catch my breath so that I do not end up blabbing on this video till the end. But guys, listen, this is the crux of the matter, okay? This is what I think, and this is my prediction. This is what I see for the future. The Critics Company, they are the future of the Nigerian movie industry, the African movie industry. Hands down. This is my prediction, and guys, to be honest, it's going to happen. Why? Because these guys, they have maintained a level of consistency, and the beauty about their story is that they started off small, and that is one thing that I in person can literally relate with. I mean, I've been on YouTube. I've had my YouTube channel for over 4 years now. I started in April 2017, and I have been filming every single video on my channel with my phone, my Android phone. Interesting, right? So when I listened to their story on their channel, guys, that was one of the things that actually fascinated me. I'm like, wow, people are actually seeing you know, the sense in not restricting yourself or bounding yourself to that idea of, oh my God, I do not have equipment, so I cannot create things. These guys, these kids, they did not even think about the shortcomings of their situation. They did not even think about the disadvantage that they have. When on the flip side, you know, you will see some movie makers, some film companies, they have the most expensive. You will see somebody saying that, oh, I bought this camera for 10 million. I bought this camera for 50 million. Why? Oh, the camera can pick anything that you want it to pick. At the end of the day, when they create that movie, that film, whatever they create, you get so disappointed because at the end of the day, it all revolves around the theme of love again. Woof! But the beauty about what the Critics Company is doing is they are breaking the norm, they are breaking boundaries, they are going out of the norm of the Nigerian movie industry, because everybody that watches Nigerian movies these days, they know that right from the time of old, most of the movies that they put out there is about love, 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 marriage, and they forget that the population of people watching these movies are mixed. We are a diverse nation. We are not a bunch of people that only want to hear stories about love. We want to hear every other kind of story. And guys, that is what the Critics Company is doing. They are breaking boundaries. They have completely shifted out of the norm. In fact, their mindset right now is gone to the point of rivaling filmmakers like those people that created Star Wars, those people that created movies like Passengers. Guys, whatever I say on this video, you might not really get the gist until you go onto their YouTube channel to check them out. Gosh, I cannot overemphasize how much you people need to go and watch their creations. Anyways, in just 1 minute, I'm just going to round this whole video up by telling you guys that the Critics Company, they have amazing understanding of soundtracks. They have amazing understanding of how to utilize the locations, you know, in their films. Yes, when you look at their short films, you'll find out that their camera angles is second to none. Their picture is second to none. They understand how to use different colors in their films to pass on the message of whatever they're trying to pass on to their audience. And guys, for me, that is spot on. That is something that every movie or every filmmaker should have knowledge about. Another beautiful thing is their unique storytelling technique. When you are listening to their stories, you cannot really decipher if it is a child that is actually talking. You cannot really decipher the age of the person, of the voice behind the narrator. So for me, that is something that really makes their film, their movies, whatever they have, to stand out. Please go onto their channel again for the 100th time. Go and watch their creations and then let me know what you think. Are you going to be impressed or not? I know that I have been wowed. I have been toppled over with excitement. Come back here on this channel, on this video, and let me know what you think. And I will see you all on another episode of Frankly Speaking with Glory, where I will be reviewing another movie. Have an amazing day. Bye.